You look at the sky and see an expanding, infinite, and apparently sovereign universe. But what if I told you that all this immensity, everything you love and every atom of your body, might be compressed inside the heart of a monster that devours light? The idea that we live inside a black hole sounds like the plot of a cheap science fiction movie, but for cutting-edge physics, this is one of the most elegant explanations for the greatest mystery of all: what caused the Big Bang. What we call the birth of the universe may have been, in fact, the birth of a white hole in another dimension, expelling the matter from a black hole that collapsed in a parent universe. The naked truth is that our best theories, such as Einstein's General Relativity, fail miserably when they try to explain the center of a black hole. They predict a singularity, a point of infinite density that no serious physicist believes exists in reality. What I am going to reveal to you today is how quantum gravity imposes a limit, a verdict of maximum density, which transforms the collapse of a star into a window of opportunity for the emergence of a new spacetime. You will understand how our universe may just be a child in an infinite cosmic family tree, where every black hole we see today is the seed of a new, inaccessible world. This is the concept of survival biochemistry applied to the cosmos, universes that replicate through scars in space-time. I will expose the silent signals that the inflation of our primordial universe has the exact same structure as what happens in the quantum heart of a black hole. If you want to stop seeing the universe as an accident and start understanding it as a biological process on an astronomical scale, this video is your awakening. I ask you to leave your like and subscribe, for here we seek intellectual, patient autonomy in the face of mysteries that conventional science still hesitates to affirm. Comment below now. Do you feel safer or more terrified knowing that we might be inside a black hole? I want to see who has the stomach to face the abyss head on. Your brain tries to process the concept of infinity, but real physics hates that word. When General Relativity says that the center of a black hole is a singularity of infinite density, it is, in fact, admitting that the mathematics broke. The first verdict we need to accept is that nature imposes a limit. In the heart of a black hole, matter does not compress forever. It reaches a state of maximum density, allowed by the laws of quantum gravity. This limit functions like a biological spring. When the compression has nowhere else to go, it generates a violent repulsion, creating a window of opportunity for the birth of something new. This repulsion is what we call inflation. Imagine a chair being sucked into a black hole. It crosses the event horizon, and its destination is the center. But instead of being annihilated at a non-existent point, it is squeezed until it reaches the density of billions of atomic nuclei in a space smaller than a proton. In this extreme state, the structure of spacetime changes, and what we call de Sitter space emerges, a region in accelerated expansion. These are the silent signals that the interior of a black hole and our Big Bang are, in fact, two sides of the same coin. The beauty of this theory is that it solves two problems at once: the origin of inflation and the isotropy of the universe. The primordial universe was the same in all directions because it inherited the uniformity of the quantum heart of the black hole that generated it. The essential nutrients to create a universe, energy and curvature, are all there, concentrated in a gravitational womb that protects the new world from the outside universe. What we see as a catastrophic end for a star is, in fact, the beginning of a new system, operating under a cosmic survival biochemistry that ensures the continuity of matter. Therefore, Patria's idea is not a delusion. It is a mathematical solution for our lack of a theory of everything. If our Big Bang was the blooming of a black hole in an ancestral universe, it explains why our space looks flat and why the expansion was so fast. We are not the center of anything. We are the content of a cosmic Russian doll, living in a space that expands to accommodate the matter that once fell into an abyss somewhere else. And the question that remains is not whether this is possible, but how many universes exist right now, at this very moment, being born inside the black holes we observe with our telescopes. The greatest mystery of cosmology is not that the universe expanded, but rather, why did it stop expanding so violently? Primordial inflation is like a rocket engine turned on to the maximum. If it didn't stop, stars and galaxies would never be able to form. Here enters the second verdict of our black hole cosmology: Hawking radiation. While the black hole in the parent universe is swallowing matter, the child universe inside it continues to inflate. But as time passes and the black hole begins to evaporate and lose mass, the intensity of the gravity that sustains that quantum repulsion decreases. This is the biological clock of the cosmos, the silent signals that the window of opportunity for the birth of the universe is coming to an end. Hawking radiation functions as a control mechanism for internal inflation. When the original black hole loses enough mass, the quantum pressure in its heart begins to slow down. For those living inside, like us, this manifests as the end of the inflationary era. It is the moment when cosmic survival biochemistry decides that the fetus is already big enough to sustain its own physical laws. The interruption of inflation is what allows concentrated energy to transform into stable matter, protons, electrons, and eventually the essential nutrients for the formation of the first stars. In this critical stage, the most absurd transition in physics occurs. The black hole unfolds into a white hole. Imagine a video of an explosion being played backward. The black hole is matter going in. The white hole is matter being expelled into a new spacetime. The Big Bang, therefore, was not a beginning from nothing, but the exit from a gravitational funnel. We are the result of a cosmic filtering process, where information that fell into the abyss was processed, recycled, and vomited into a new expanded reality. The cosmic patient autonomy here is total. Once the white hole ejects this matter, the new universe becomes inaccessible to its creator. The past beyond the Big Bang is erased by the barrier of the event horizon. This is why, no matter how much we look back with our telescopes, we only see an opaque, hot glow. We are trying to look through the scar of our birth. The evidence that we came from a black hole is hidden by the same physics that protects us. We are the contents of a safe that was locked from the inside and whose keys were destroyed by Hawking radiation. This concept of seed universes redefines what we understand by stellar death. When a massive star collapses in our universe today, it may be triggering a new Big Bang in a dimension we can never touch. It is an infinite succession of life arising from what we consider destruction. Every black hole is a window of opportunity for the continuity of intelligence and complexity. If our universe is the inside of a black hole, the entropy and cold we predict for our future may just be the final stage before we ourselves give rise to a new lineage of universes through our own black holes. If universes are born from black holes, we enter even deeper territory, the idea that the cosmos undergoes a process of natural selection. Not every black hole creates a hospitable universe. Some might generate worlds that collapse in seconds or that never manage to form stars. Our universe exists because it inherited the winning physical laws from its predecessor, ensuring the stability necessary for our survival biochemistry. We are living in a universe that is a reproductive success, optimized to produce as many black holes as possible, which by coincidence or biological design is the same environment necessary for life to arise. This is Lee Smolin's theory of cosmological natural selection. It suggests that the laws of physics are not random, but rather essential nutrients that evolved. Universes that produce many black holes leave more offspring. Since black holes arise from massive stars, a fertile universe needs to be excellent at creating stars and complex chemistry. This is why you are here. You are the byproduct of a system that was selected over billions of generations of universes to be a factory of gravitational seeds. Your cosmic patient autonomy begins by understanding that life and black holes are not opposites but partners in the same replication strategy. This perspective completely changes the meaning of the silent signals we observe in space. When we see a black hole at the center of our galaxy, we are not just looking at a destroying abyss, but at a functioning reproductive organ of the cosmos. The universe is an organism that has learned to use extreme gravity to dodge thermal death. While the parent universe cools and dies, it sends its genetic heritage to the child universe through the quantum singularity, ensuring that the window of opportunity for existence never definitively closes. But there is a price for this fragmented eternity. If we are the interior of a black hole, we are living under the verdict of a temporal unilaterality. Just as nothing leaves a black hole, no information from our universe can return to the parent universe. We are a message sent to a future that will never receive an answer. This informational loneliness is what ensures our physical individuality, but also what makes our search for answers so heroic. We are trying to decipher our Father's genetic code by looking at the shadows on the walls of our gravitational prison. The ethical question that arises is, if our biological purpose as a universe is to produce black holes, is intelligent life just an accident or a tool? Some theorists suggest that advanced civilizations could, in the future, create black holes artificially to design tailor-made universes, taking control of cosmic evolution. This would raise our patient autonomy to the level of creators, allowing human intelligence to survive even when our star goes out, jumping to a new seed inside the abyss that we ourselves built. By accepting the possibility that we live inside a black hole, you must understand that science is not a collection of immutable truths, but a constant exercise in humility. Reclaiming your intellectual patient autonomy means understanding that our best theories, relativity and quantum mechanics, are only partial maps of a vast and still hidden territory. Black hole cosmology shows us that what we call an end on one scale might just be the beginning on another, but none of this nullifies the urgency of our immediate reality. It is fundamental that you treat these hypotheses not as dogmas, but as tools to expand your perception of existence. The silent signals of a seed universe are engraved in the oldest light we can detect, but the final interpretation depends on our ability to accept that the universe is much stranger and more interconnected than our common sense allows us to imagine. Our survival biochemistry brought us this far, but it is our thirst for knowledge that allows us to look into the abyss and, instead of fear, feel a deep curiosity. Do not let the monumental scale of this theory make you feel insignificant. On the contrary, if we are the result of a cosmic reproductive process, every atom of your body carried the heritage of previous universes through billions of years of collapses and expansions. Value the window of opportunity that is your consciousness, for you are the only part of the universe that stopped to try to understand the very interior of the black hole that contains it. We have reached the end of a journey that transformed the most feared monster of the cosmos into our very cradle. You discovered that the absolute darkness of a black hole can be, in fact, the blinding light of a Big Bang seen from the other side. The universe is not a cold accident. It is a system of high complexity that uses extreme gravity to forge new spacetimes, ensuring that the matter and essential nutrients of reality never cease to flourish. By understanding that we are the content of a cosmic Russian doll, you stop being a passive observer and become the heir to an infinite lineage of universes. Your mission now is to use this clarity to protect the only window of opportunity you have, your life on this planet. It doesn't matter if we are inside a black hole or floating in the void. What matters is that your survival biochemistry allowed you to reach the level of intelligence necessary to question the very origin of reality. If this paradigm shift gave you a new way of seeing the stars and the abyss, I ask you, leave your like and subscribe. This channel is your headquarters for disintegrating lies and rebuilding your worldview with the authority of someone who does not fear the truth. Share this video with that friend who thinks the universe is a simple and predictable place, so they too feel the shock of the event horizon. Comment below now. I am part of the seed, so I know you understood the epic cycle of birth and death that generated us. Your intellectual journey is just beginning, and the next mystery we unravel will be even deeper. Thank you for having the courage to dive with me to the heart of maximum density. I will be here in the next video, peeling back another layer of our glass prison so that you can see the light that exists behind every shadow. Keep questioning, keep studying the silent signals of physics, and above all, keep your mind open to the impossible. We'll see you in the next dive. Comment below now. I choose the now, so I know you have awakened from the hypnosis of procrastination. Do not wait for the universe to cool down to start providing the essential nutrients for your mind and your relationships. The beauty of your existence lies in the silent signals that you are aging, growing, and changing. Enjoy every beat of your heart while the stars still shine in the sky and the coffee is still hot on your table. Life is special precisely because it ends. I thank you for traveling the abyss with me. I will be here in the next video, peeling back another layer of reality so that you live with authority and presence. Keep questioning, keep living with urgency, and above all, honor your mortality. We will see you in the next dive for the truth. Until then, make every second count.